Hello, coloring friends. Once again, a happy new year. And in this first video of 2025, I want to make some kind of plans for this year. In my previous video with my results of 2024, I said that I was not quite happy on the whole with my results because some of the books that I love and I'd like to color in, I didn't touch them for the whole year. You either forget about those books or you keep holding them, maybe later I take it, and then you don't notice and the year is over. So for 2025 I decided to make a list of books that I want to color in this year, to put them somewhere closer that I could see them all the time and that I choose to color something from those books. And I've seen a video about 25 books for 2025 on Kids Coloring Heaven channel, and though I think 25 is quite a lot, because then you have to take 2 books at least every month to color, to touch all those books. But I thought this number is very nice, 25, and it sounds so nice, 25 books for 2025. So I decided, okay, I will try. So I have chosen 25 books, and I will try to color in those books, and at the end of the year we'll see the results, how good I was. There are some new books that I definitely want to start in this year. House of the Dragon. I have colored illustrations in Game of Thrones, both books, but this one I still haven't touched. Not all illustrations like I would like to color, but there are some that I definitely like this portrait, and even there is some double spread with town view. So I definitely want to start this book. I don't want to keep it for yet another year to start. Then this Old Forest Fairy Tales by Polina Guskova. Again, one of my new books of 2024. The illustrations doesn't seem that complicated, so I think if I started, I would enjoy it, and it would not take much time, except maybe double spreads. There are some double spreads here as well, like this one. But it's a very beautiful book, and I love the theme, the characters here, so I'm looking forward. One of my favorite illustrations in this book. This book, Futuristic Walls by Josh Carrington, it's a new book from 2023. I got it then and still haven't started, so I thought, no, I can't wait anymore. I love this book and I can't keep holding it for any longer. And it's one-sided, and with this topic you can use markers, you can use any colors which I like, you know, brightness, colorfulness. So definitely I need to start this one. The Occult and Folklore coloring book by Duchess of Lore. Again, I love the illustrations in this book, and I can't wait to start and color something. Some illustrations I like very much. Some may be less, but still some pictures are more simple, others more complicated. There's some patterns here, so quite a choice to start the book with. Then we'll see some of my forgotten books. Birmingham by Mardel Rubio. I have it for quite a long time, I think, and only one illustration finished so far. Here it is, and I'm not happy with the result, and maybe that's the reason I don't color in this book anymore, but I want to change it. There's some nice portraits that I like here in Mardel Rubio style, and I want to try different media, maybe ink tenses, so and see what I will get. Then the book that I'm upset very much that I haven't touched it in 2024, Moon Blossoms by Katrina Pallon. You know that it's one of my favorite books, and usually previous years I colored 3-4 illustrations during the year, and in 2024 not a single picture, and I was so sad because of it. And so now I want to put it forward, not to forget it, and definitely color something, and I hope more than one picture. I want to continue coloring in this book to fill in illustrations. Very good paper in this book, very beautiful illustrations, and I like the style, I like the topic, so why not to color? Another forgotten book. I used to color in it quite regularly, but not in 2024. Myth and Magic, Magicka Whitecraft. I have quite a lot of completed illustrations here, and I want to continue coloring in this book, not to forget about it. So I put it in my list. This Chinese book, I can't remember its name. I have colored in it for very long time. I have only 2 completed pictures here, but there are some beautiful portraits that I still want to color, at least one illustration, like this lady, or this, or this one. And then comes 2 Coloring Heaven collection issues, and both by Fabiana Trere, Wonderful Wizard of Oz and Ancient Egypt. These are not that old books, but I have only one completed page in each book, and I love the illustrations, and so of course I want to continue coloring in it. In this book there are some beautiful portraits of characters which I'd like to color. Like this style, even this monkey king I love, would be nice to color him. Yeah, I love this book. That's the completed page. Mouse. And Ancient Egypt, of course. I love this theme. I love these scenes of life with some description. It's like a proper book, you know. You can, if you color everything, it would be like a book with some description and colorful illustrations. And especially I like, of course, that God's pages in Fabiana style, her version. I have this illustration completed. I love the result, and so I don't want to ruin any other illustrations, so it will take effort to color, and maybe that's why I keep holding it, you know. But no laziness for 2025. So I want to fight that laziness and take and color more complicated illustrations. Fantasia by Nicholas Chandravinata. I did color one illustration in this book in 2024, but I put it in the list because I want to continue color something in this book, at least slowly, but still to add completed illustrations in this book, not to forget about it, so it goes into my list. There are quite a lot of completed illustrations in this book, so I want to continue. Next is Земля снова by Tomislav Tomic. In 2024 I colored in his other book, Villain's Son. I colored 3 illustrations, so this time I think it's time for Земля снова. I have several completed illustrations in this book, but it's been some time since I colored something in it, so I think I need to continue, not to forget this book. It's very beautiful. Then I have 2 books by Anastasia Elikodreva. They are untouched. This one I got in 2023, this one in 2024, and another one as well in 2024, all untouched. So I will put in my list at least these 2. Ecliptica, Zodiac Signs. I love it. So beautiful. Interesting vision of these zodiac signs. So I need to start it. Such beauty should not just, look at this, just stay on the shelf. Of course they are beautiful without color even, but still. And listen to the wind. I think maybe I should color a guy finally. I did color some guys in not that realistic, maybe, not from Anastasia, and I always have problem with their lips. Whatever color I choose, they look like with lipstick. This guy I'm thinking about coloring and starting this book. Then Mystical Beings by Christina McAllister. This one I got in 2023, I believe, and still untouched. Interesting style. At first sight you look at it, maybe they are not that complicated, but then you need to think of the colors, and there are quite a lot of details. So maybe not that easy, not that simple, but still I like this style, so want to start it. Another of my forgotten books, Saga, Fire and Water by Chintaka Herat. I love the illustrations here. I know not all people like his style, but I do look at this fish and this seahorse, very interesting. And I do love portraits as well. But I finished only one illustration here a long time ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and that's it. And sometimes I look through the book and then don't color anything. Sometimes I can't understand myself, really. I do love illustrations. Why I don't color? So I want to add at least one illustration more to this book. Another forgotten book, Girls from Around the World in Korean with costumes, and I love the topic. As you know, I love costumes, but again only one double spread. Here it is, Mexico, and that's it, and I don't color anything else. So this book goes onto my list. Definitely I want to color something in it. Tales from the Stars, Anna Mierzynska. Haven't colored in this book in 2024. Tales from the Stars, yeah. Very good quality paper, very beautiful illustrations. I think I just the year finished too fast. I had no time for this book, so it goes under my list that I would not hold it. I have 3 completed illustrations here so far. Another forgotten book, Rhinestones, Furs and Feathers by Rickson Dennis. This is a bit sketchy style, and you have different ladies in interesting outfits. And in spite of this sketchy style, 2 illustrations that I finished here, it was quite easy to color, enjoyable. So I don't know why I don't color anything else. Yeah, I simply forget about this book. So now I will put it closer to my eyes, that I would be able to color something else. Next one, good, this is by Coco. I love illustrations in this book, so beautiful, but I finished one illustration here and I was so disappointed with the paper. So since then I haven't touched this book, but I need to think maybe another technique, to try different medium, because I do love these illustrations and such beauty should not stay on the shelf. Fantasy Novel by Herb Leonard. Very thin book, and I could have finished it long ago, right, if I colored in it, but only 1 illustration and I haven't touched it since then. And the paper is quite good, I remember. Pencils worked nicely here and I'm happy with the result. Yeah, and again, why I don't color, I don't know. So a lot of dragons. I noticed that I like dragons, illustrations with dragons, but not to color them. I have a couple of illustrations with dragons colored, but anyway, I want to color at least 1 more illustration in this book. This book, Celtic Patterns, I put in the list because I really want to finish this book. Just a few illustrations left untouched, and it's a very thin book, so I don't want to forget it, and maybe I would be able to finish it in 2025. And the last 3 books are by Corborazanes. Again, as I mentioned before, I was not happy that in 2024 I colored only 1 page by Kirby with all those books that I have. That's shame on me. So I chose 3 books. Mythic World, because I have only 2 illustrations and 1 like normal page. Where is it? Here. And another one, it's like this one, not even a full page, and that's it. And again, I do love illustrations, I do love topic, and so I should color something else in this beautiful book. Walls Within Walls. I have more completed pages in this book, but still not enough. And not illustrations here are double spreads, so they're singles, so I want to color something else in this book during 2025. And the last one, Alien Worlds, only one completed page here so far. And yeah, I want to color something else because I love the topic. Again, all these aliens, you can use different colors, use your creativity. So that was my choice of 25 books for coloring more in 2025, and I hope I will keep this planning going, and at the end of the year I hope I will be proud to show you that I colored in every book of this 25, but we'll see. This is life, you never know. I promise myself not to be lazy and to choose more complicated illustrations, but it's not always depend on me and my wishes. But let's hope for good, of course. So that was all for today. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.